Welcome to Holtani, Keihan Holtani Bus Terminal. Quite a busy terminus here. Buses from 5 different directions come here. We're about to head off this direction. The settlement of Holtani lies on the borders between Hirakata and Kiotanabe City, and also the same border that separates Osaka Prefecture from Kyoto Prefecture. This is not actually part of the hiking course, but I want to start and finish here because there's a nice little surprise I want to show you from the last sort of 100 metres or so of our return. The area is popular with outdoor people, hikers and off-road cyclists. There's quite a network of tracks coming through here and taking you in all directions as well, and it's quite pleasant. I've been up here a lot of times. It's one of those places where I come if I haven't got anywhere else I want to go to. We leave the original track now, you can see it down here, and we branch off to this little junction just here. Now this track here also is another way to get into Holtani, but this is the one here that we're going. It takes us through to Tenno, and where we link up with the Onasugi hiking course. Well, I've reached the Onasugi hiking course. This is a little stone marker giving me directions. Down here takes us to settlement at Tenno, which we come back through, and this way takes us through to Takafune, which is where we're going. Well, my second junction, first Jizo. Okay, we've just come from here. This track here takes us down to Tenno. And here, which is where we go. Just, if you're doing this course, there's something I want to point out to you. It's quite interesting. I use this point because when I'm looking at the map, because I know where I am. But I'm standing on the border between 3 cities. Okay, in front of me is Hirakata City. Behind me is the city of Kiotanabe, and looking this way is the city of Kitano. We're still on the border that separates Osaka Prefecture from Kyoto Prefecture. You can see why I enjoy coming up here on my mountain bike. It's quite neat. It's not, not sort of Yahoo testosterone pump and stuff, but it's, it's quite nice. You've got to be mindful though, because there's always a hiker around the corner. Time for our first change of our environment, albeit briefly. We've just exited the bamboo forest, and we're now into rural Japan. In the coming months, all this area will be underwater. The rice fields will be prepared for their planting. And it's quite a sight to be here, to see all these fields glistening with the reflection from the sun. And then when the rice is planted, it's also quite a sight at the different stages, especially towards the end when they go from green to the brown. Some very nice little wee tracks through here. Been through here many a time on foot and on bike. Okay, well, we're going to proceed through here to Takafune. My first shrine of the day, just outside the settlement of Takafune. This is the Kasagami Ginger Shrine. Now, this is a good place to sort of stop for a bite to eat. I've been on the track about an hour. Just want to show you a couple of these little characters. This is an Inari ginger. You come across these a lot of places with the many vermilion coloured tori, but you can also tell by the foxes guarding the shrine. So, ideal spot to have a break. It's lovely up here. Just show you the grounds, a little bit more rural scenery below us here. And part of the settlement of Takafune. Just from this point you get a good idea where our course goes. We sort of do a loop. We come around the back of the trees, sort of wee way over the back there. Just one more little thing about this complex is, as we exit and rejoin the Onasugi track, we come past this building. I want to show you the character in the back here. First time I came here was on my bike, believe it or not. I had to lug it up through here. It's not steep, but it's very dense. There were times I had to sort of push my bike through ahead of me. Can you imagine yourself lugging a mountain bike up there? At the time I didn't realise what the terrain was like. No regrets though, no regrets. Well, we've reached another junction here, and the track down here takes us through to the settlement of Takafune. Just want to show you a little wee on the side here. Well, we're out of the bush again, arrived at the settlement of Takafune. This is one of the first junctions, first of 3 junctions on this course, where you can either arrive at or exit at by bus. As you can see, the Narakotsu bus down there. The buses in and out of here are few and far between, so wouldn't be relying on them. He's about to head off on his merry way. If you miss this bus, yeah, got some time this afternoon before your next one comes. It's just after 10 o'clock in the morning now. Takafune. A lot of little wee sort of country lanes through here. One coming out of the forest there, this one here, all going towards the settlement of Teno, which we will pass through in the coming hours. Just on the outskirts of the settlement of Takafune, it looks like they're really starting to prepare some of their rice fields for planting, beginning to flood them out. Interesting part about this segment of the track are these 2 markers. What's so interesting about them is that on a clear day you're apparently able to see Nara City or parts of Nara Park in the background. It would have to be a very clear day. I came through here once on my bike. As I passed around here, there was 2 ladies who were tending their garden. One of them could speak English. She was a delightful lady. Every time I come through here, and if she's here, she's always got something for me. I haven't seen her for a long time. I hope she's alright. From this point we're about to disappear into the bush again. I remember the first time I came through here on my bike, coming from the other direction, and had to haul my bike up this quite steep section of track, but once you got into it, it was great. Sort of a new addition to the track, apart from the many signposts giving directions. There's a whole series of these paintings or watercolours. I'm assuming they are of places in this particular area. It's quite interesting. Quite an interesting innovation. Ooh, that's a big word. reached a fork in the track. If you're doing this, you might just need to be paying attention. Something I should have mentioned to you, that the track follows along the ridge line, and it follows these structures here, the power pylons. I guess they're good markers to let you know if you're on the right course or not. And when you're looking from a distance, you can see these, and it gives you an idea where you're going. But as I've just discovered, one wrong turn off, and God knows where you're likely to end up. Quite a steep descent. Again, you can imagine what it was like coming up here on my mountain bike, not knowing how far it was to go. But nice dense area. Well, we're exiting the track, the dense bamboo forest, and we're about to enter the rural area around the sentiment of Mizutori. All changes again here. Mizutori is the second of the three sort of junctions where you can catch a bus and either start or abort your trip from here. Well, welcome to downtown Mizutori. Imagine what this would be like in rainy season, cherry blossom. Beautiful. Just in case you've missed your lunch behind or you're a bit peckish, there's a nice little restaurant here. Never been there myself much. Don't know why I'm telling you this. Just to give you some directions, we've just over here in the distance is the next junction. This is the bus stop. Buses more frequently to this point. You need to be careful when you're walking down here. You need to keep an eye out also for this intersection here, because that signpost there is telling you that's where you go. So the next stop is the settlement of Tenon. Just excuse the noise. Just wanted to show you this little wee shrine here. I got no name for it, I'm sorry. It's sort of hidden sort of amongst this bamboo forest here. From memory there's really nothing here, but just a few carvings. just on the outskirts settlement of Tino. It's actually getting very hot. I think it's time to have a drink. We've arrived at Tino, and this is the third of the 3 junctions where you can either start or end your trip. The buses here, you have 2 options. You can either come here or go to Kiatanabe or Otani. Interesting little wee shop over here. Unfortunately the man's not there today, but he makes cane ware. If you ever go to the Hirakata flea market, you'll see his wares there. Interesting junction here. You can go in many directions that you want to. Of course, Amon follows this road up here, and I hope an ideal location for lunch. A bit of a steep climb up through the village of Tino, but the view here, brilliant. You can sort of look over where we've been. But in the distance is Yamashiro. Now those hills have got some great mountain biking tracks. Awesome. Okay. We're into junction here. We're going up to our next highlight. Up here, I'm going to be coming back this way because I want to take another track back to Otani. There's a nice temple up there on the hill. See the belfry? Look at those views. Actually you can see Kizu in the distance. Shuchi Jinja Shrine. Magnificent, isn't it? The original shrine was located some distance from here, but the present Shuchi Jinja Shrine was moved here in the year 536. So it's been here the best part of, what, 1500 years? 1400 years? Gonna stop here for lunch. The Onosugi course goes up through the forest there. But as I said a minute ago, I'm going to go backtrack somewhat. But let's have a look at this complex. There are many festivals held here throughout the year. I guess they all have their importance in one way or another. The most important one would be the New Year celebrations. I'd dearly love to come here sometime to celebrate my first shrine visit, but getting here is one problem, and if I'm driving and I partake in the complimentary glass of sake, there's no way I can drive home. Well, I've backtracked a little bit from the Shuchi-Jinja shrine. Take another wee track through to Hotani. And so I'm really off the hiking course now. But some more lovely rural scenery. See many interesting things on your travel in some of the most isolated of places. This is one of them. Shit Street if he suddenly comes alive. More of a deterrent? I don't know. Well, I'm almost at the end of my little excursion. I am about to emerge from the bush and reappear at Hotani. And there's one more little stop before we catch our bus, and all is about to be revealed. Well, we've arrived at what I would term one of the many highlights of this trip. It's this building here. It's the Shigimura Sake Brewery. And Takao Shigimura, who's the current operator of it, is the fourth generation of his family to be running this. And the sad thing is, it's not open today. It's a pity, because I would dearly love to have bought myself a nice bottle of sake from here. Did buy a bottle of sake plum wine. Oh my God, it was divine. Okay, well, it's knocked about an hour off my trip, so I'm going to have to make my way to the bus. Well, I couldn't find a more fitting venue and to finish this video off than here at the Sinemere Ginger Shrine. I'm just probably about 100 metres down from the Hatani bus stop. There's another bus stop just here. So, to celebrate the occasion, I'm going to have a glass of sake and a toast to you. Hope you have enjoyed watching this video as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. If you come to Japan and you're interested in doing this hike, or you'd like to do a hike, I'd be honoured to bring you here. It's lovely. It's taken me only about 5 hours, but you deduct about 2 hours of sightseeing and stopping. So, just come by. Oh, it's nice. Lovely day.